blessings or lessons? What will it be? Every moment's a chance to.
We're back, and you already know. Blessings are lessons. Say it quick, don't say it slick. If you can't say amen, say ouch, because the truth can sting a little bit. And that way we're going to know if it done hit you or if it done bit you. Then you know what we're going to do. Make it make sense. Let's talk about it. Since we got two great individuals in here this evening, and they doing studio time, but they gave me a little of their time, and I'm so grateful for it, man. What's going on with you, Dololoco?
Man, not too much, big bro. Thank you for having me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's a pleasure. And we got Ace Hunid in the house. What's going on with you, good
Man,
brother?
blessed to be here, man. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to tell my story.
Man, and it's just so much greatness in the room, man. Y'all, when y'all look at these fellas, man, y'all need to see it. You need to look deeper because they not playing. They out here making power moves and everything. And we're gonna dive off into it and get to know these fellas a little better, man, because they showing out. And right now it's the time y'all catch them because they on the grind. So what's up, Dololoco, man? I want to know a little bit more about you and stuff. Like, what made you want to pursue this music career and things like that?
Well, like I say, I'm from Los Angeles, California. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised. And, you know what I'm saying? At the time, though, you know what I'm saying? I want to say this is probably like 99, 2000, somewhere around there. We was living in Compton at the time, though, off Caldwell and Central in the Nutty Block Hood or whatever. And this around the time I think Smack TV started doing the DVDs, and my brother was like real live on that, the battle rap stuff. So,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? My big brother used to come in the house and be rapping all the time, you know, recording over my mama's tapes and stuff like that. We had the boom box, you know, we had to put the CD at the top with the little tape at the press play and record and rap it to the speaker. Yeah, so he used to do that a lot, and you know, I'll be playing the game or something, right? And then he'll come in the house like, you know, they just want to think he ain't a lame. I'll cut off the game, and he'll cut off the game while I'm playing. You know, and he used to do that every day. You know what I'm saying? And then one day he came in there and the nigga was trying to do that, and I'll start rapping back on him.
You start firing back at him. Shots fired.
And right then and there he was like, oh no, we finna record. And he went and got the CD of beats and Timberland, I don't know if y'all remember, man, it's real old. This Miss J, Get Your Big Head on the Floor. You know what I'm saying? Timberland, that was the first beat I ever rapped on.
This first one?
Yeah, freestyled on and stuff like that. And then, you know, from then on, it's just, I kind of protected, but I ain't really, that's where it kind of started. That's the origin of me actually learning how to do, you know, liking to record. Not just rapping with my brother, but it was just the process. Like, oh, that's how I sound. Like, oh, rewind that. I want to say something else. Like, getting into it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my first rap name was Cocaine until I found out it was a cocaine. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, then when I moved to Texas, I turned into city boy for a little bit, but I felt like that was lame.
The city boy?
Yeah, I was like, nigga, I ain't no, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in the country, though, so it was kind of metaphorically with me making a statement that I ain't from here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I went to Killer Cali, but, you know, I'm from Crip. You know, the homies would have looked at me like, how your name gonna be Killer Cali? And you know, the abbreviation of the name, you feel me? So I'm like, I can't call myself that.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So then I turned into Loco. You know, people start calling me Loco, whatever, over the time, based off what I was doing in the street or whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, they used to call me Nut too. Just crazy names, just names, because I was always joking, goofy, or doing some outrageous shit that I wasn't supposed to be doing, to be just like, oh, they crazy. So the Loco Nut.
Dololoco.
No, Dolo came later. I was Loco Nut at first. You can still go type in Loco Nut and catch me on YouTube and on a few things.
Like
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So what made you settle with the Dololoco?
Because I was always by myself and people kept messing my name up. They kept telling me like, "Oh yeah, this my homie Dolo," and I was like, "Bro, no, my name Loco." After so many mess ups, I just started running.
They said we just gonna fix that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it.
So we ain't gonna let y'all mess up on
But like something that just came kind of natural. You feel me? And I was just, as I start calling myself that for a while, I made it stand for something. You know what I'm saying? Don't overlook, overstand. Dedicated overall, living optimistic, and then I'll be by myself all the time anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, it's really a lifestyle for real. So
Dolo means something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Say that one more time with me.
Don't overlook, overstand, which means don't fix what you ain't break. Don't put too much into nothing that ain't meant for you to understand. Just understand that some things ain't meant to be understood and keep pushing. And dedicated overall, and I'm living optimistic, which means, you know, Keep going until the job done. You feel me?
Okay. Yeah. So, Hunid, when did you start figuring out that you want to do music and stuff like that?
Man, music always been a big part of my life. You know what I'm saying? My pops, he's in the Oklahoma Blues Hall of Fame. You know, I started out at school with like doing drums, playing drums, you know, and doing all that. But you know, I had to take at one point in time, I had to take a road and see where I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? So um, I was in between sports and music. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And once you get older, you can't be in the band
And
and still, you know what I'm saying,
play on the field.
play on the field. You know
They
what I'm
said,
saying?
time out, Hunid,
Yeah.
come off the drums.
So you know, originally my pops wanted me to be, you know, that number one drummer. You know what I'm saying? Which all through school I was first chair in drums and all that, and then I kind of just me kind of being in the streets, you know, I started seeing a different route of music. So I didn't want to really be, you know, just in the band. You know, I started venturing out and finding different things that I wanted to do. So different people that I was around. I mean, you of course was one of my main influences. You know, I seen how you did things, moved around the world, doing your music, and you know how you was eating off of it. Like, you know, that motivated me a lot. You know,
Right.
and there's a lot of other
Appreciate
people in the town. You know, like I say, like Leo, he was a big influence when I used to watch him make beats and stuff. You know, and he got that little. He got that little bounce with his head when he,
Leo get
yeah, when he bouncing his
Nah,
head while he
yeah,
making beats,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know, like man, a lot of that motivated me, and I was like, man, I want to do this. Like this is what I want to do. And then you know, rap came along with it. I started, you know, rapping and stuff, and shoot, now you got 100 ways. You know?
Man,
Hello.
so you're a natural.
Yeah, I mean,
It's in
yeah,
your blood.
it's always been in me. You know, I got definitely got the spirit for it. You know,
Yeah.
it's definitely deep inside me with the music stuff. So
Mm.
yeah, man, I'm just blessed to be able to do what I can do. You
Right.
know, and be able to have the people around me that guided me to be here. You know.
Right.
I couldn't do nothing without that, you know, being able to see the blueprint for it, you know. Ain't no telling where I'd be without, you know, knowing the blueprint that was laid out for me, you know, and I just followed it. Man, that's where I'm at.
It's real, man. It's a hell of a journey right there.
No, for
Working
real.
it out.
Or origin.
Yeah. See, and Dolo, and all the places you moved around, man, and been doing, you know, coming up and doing your thing. Where are you been? You was telling me all these
Yeah,
places.
born and raised in Los Angeles, California, South Central to be exact. You know what I'm saying? Grew up on the west side. You know, I done lived in Las Vegas. I done lived in Texas, in Houston and Fort Worth, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the H and the funk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, all kind of places, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like Arkansas, I done been to Louisiana. I done been to Chicago, Detroit.
Right.
You know, just trying to find my way. I even lived in Hawaii for a little while.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, like just trying to find my way and experience what I can experience while I can experience it. You feel me?
Right.
And you know, yeah, I did my thing in every last one of them states too. Every last one of them cities. I'd have been over like 28 schools. No, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, my parents was on they, you know, typical story. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
yeah, I was real unstable. And then when I got old enough to fend for myself, I was just like, I'm gonna figure it out by myself.
So how long you been in Oklahoma?
2015.
2015.
Yeah, I used to come hustle out here in like 2012.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With my cousin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Before he went legit and all that, you know, we used to come put it down
Yeah.
and go about our business. But I got family out here too. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm rooted to a lot of original things that was formed here, you know what I'm saying, in
Okay.
the streets and, you know, certain little other politics or whatnot.
Yeah.
Related to a lot of real factors out here, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So yeah, I really came to Tulsa to really just kind of get away from Fort Worth for a little bit
Right.
and you know, give me a job and sit down and try to do something different a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't that far from my kids. It's only 4 hours down the road. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what's out here.
So when is the first time you really like took it serious and start getting in the booth and recording and putting it out there?
Yeah. Probably 2005.
Okay.
Probably 2005, 2006 in Fort Worth. I don't know if y'all know who Twisted Black is.
Yes.
Yeah, around them times when Twisted Black was rapping, and yeah, I hit Fort Worth at a good time for me to catch the history of it, and be a part of the, in the background or just in the same areas. There's a lot of greats that came from there, and unfortunately lost their lives out there before they can pop to represent Fort Worth, not DFW as a whole or Dallas, but Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Twisted Black was like, Funky Town, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Murder Man. So, Black was like was actually the first one to get like major exposure from that place around that time. But then, he caught his Fed case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they went, but as far as the local acts, it was a lot of, man. You had dudes like Lil Brad, rest in peace. My boy Fame G, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Monty Wayne, rest in peace. Damn. Eminem. Prada Vanium, Paper Chase Records, then rest in peace, Prada Vanium. You know what I'm saying? Twisted Black, Genocide, my boy Louis Sachi, shout out Louis Sachi, he was calling himself VI back then though. He had a little local hit, you know what I'm saying? You play that in the club, you gonna know that's him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so on and so forth, you know what I'm saying? That as where the music scene is in Fort Worth today, I kind of watched a lot of them dudes come up or ran into them before they was famous, while they was still,
right.
You know what I'm saying, in their element, you know what I mean?
Was it like your first time recording and getting in the booth? Was it funky?
Yeah, man, and I'll be talking in the rabbit hole, forgive me, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't never talked about my story or whatever, but yeah, I got 2005, 4, man, we, before people start rapping about guns and stuff, out as far as Fort Worth speaking, we was rapping about fighting. Left, right, weave, overhand, left, two-piece, left a nigga shook. That's how we used to rap.
Right.
Rap about combos and stuff. So that was a thing. You know what I mean? Fighting, DSR, shout out Big Tuck and them. They had I'm the Tussle with your song and all that. We was making songs like that. So when we would go to parties and hood parties or whatever, school parties or whatnot, that's, you get in a freestyle group, that's what niggas is rapping about. That's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. So, I was kicked out of school, of course, you know what I'm saying? I was living with my god brothers, the twins and shit at the time. Shout out Connie Quan and them. I was living with them at the time, you know what I'm saying, out there on the streets or whatever. They was at school and they had this laptop. We had got a laptop from doing some stuff we wasn't supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But ended up putting a Studio One on it. I think it was called Studio One. I think the little program. And we was just on there freestyling, beats, Gorilla Zoe, the hood nigga beat. We did Crime Mob, Nuck If You Buck, Boosie Set It Off. No, not Set It Off. They ain't about what they be talking about. Yeah, we did that one. And, we just, anything that was hot, Young Jock is going down. Yeah, we was just, freestyling off of them. Yeah, and they would be at school.
Know about y'all over that.
Right.
They listen to them beats and they used to them beats. And now,
so we just really, so them dudes, the twins was real popular. So a lot of homies, when the cliques start forming and all of that, you know what I'm saying, when gangbangers start kind of getting watered down and the cliques start forming, a lot of dudes used to be at the crib and we'd be playing our songs, we freestyle too. And everybody always asked me who was the dude when I started rapping, like, who is this? And I was there more than them because they was in school and I wasn't, so I had more songs than them. Right. And then, we had a hit.
You stack.
Yeah, I'm in there just rapping, freestyling on everything. They coming home, I'm like, look, I recorded to this, I recorded to that, you know what I'm saying? And we had this one song, man, we rapped off that Crime Mob. Crime Mob got a song called Second Look. Right. And we made a fight song to that. It was called YG. You can look it up on YouTube right now, Hardhead Twins, you know what I'm saying, called YG. It's on there, it's called What's Your Rank or whatever. And we was in there freestyling, just being young and doing what we regularly do. And we ended up playing, Twins is always like the extra dudes, like the party dudes, you know what I'm saying? So everywhere we go, they just the stars, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not to just make them just over exaggerated, but they was real popular. Yeah, right. So every time we would go everywhere, they would be known. So they would be like, oh, they know the DJ. Boom, hey, play this song for us real quick. This our song. They was promoting like it was their shit, but it was really on my mixtape. But I just let them do it because I'm like, they're my bros. You feel me? Right. They do it. They bringing me on. Like, come on, they told me we finna do this. You know what I'm saying? We finna do our song, whatever. So I'd be like, damn, man, I don't want to perform in front of. But slowly but surely we started doing it, and the song got cool, man. It locally it started getting us a little buzz back then, man. I'm talking about. This back when the Razors was out, right?
Mhm.
And people used to somebody uploaded the song, and people was making ringtones out the song.
Oh, okay.
So one day we in the McDonald's chilling, skipping school and shit, and somebody was walking past us and was playing the damn song on their Razor phone.
You felt
Like,
that.
man, that's us. Ain't no way. Like, ain't no way, you know? And then some other little dude named HB, shout out HB, man. HB threw himself on the end of the song. Because at the end of the song, you know how
He
back
did a
then we don't
remix.
know how to cut the beat off when you record. And so
Yeah.
the song got to play out for you to go to the next cut. You know,
Right.
young and you trying to learn. And he threw us one day. We was listening to the song and we heard We like, what the fuck do ourselves? He's just making remixes and all kind of shit to the song. You know? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that was kind of like when I first started getting serious. Like, oh nigga, we can really,
Something can happen.
yeah, you know what I'm
That's
saying.
That's when you felt it.
Yeah, that's when I felt it. But
Yeah.
we was never a group or nothing. We was just young bad niggas recording.
Do you have something I noticed about you? And I want to. Do you hear this all the time? Your voice though.
Yeah,
Do they?
yeah,
I know I ain't the only one.
yeah.
Cause you got me on that Grit and Gold cipher.
Shout out Villain, man. Go get your Grit Go Cypher if you ever in Tulsa, Oklahoma, man. Shout out Mr. Villain, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Ace. When I heard you, I was like, Ace, you need to go holler at this nigga Dololoco, man. He was like, I just talked to that nigga.
Hey,
dog."
what's crazy is tell him how we met, man. I'm gonna let my bro tell you how the story, man. You know,
yeah, we
his
was
history.
Yeah, we was downtown. You know, they used to do the thing at the little Yeti and all that. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Dolo was down there doing his thing, like straight off the dome, like freestyling. Like really getting it in. You know what I'm saying? So, they had a little thing up there one night where they was doing little ciphers. Everybody was rapping and doing stuff like that. So, a couple people that was over it, called me up, was like, hey man, you need to play some beats, man. Plug your phone up, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
put some beats on, let people hear your beats. They normally would do like beat battles or something like that, I think back then
Yep.
and all that.
Yep.
I was just there, to support, you know what I'm saying? So they had me hook up my phone one day and I played some beats, and shoot, I got off stage after I played the beats, and Dolo came to me. He's like, man, that's dope. He's like, bro, we need to work.
Hard.
He's like, man, we definitely got to work, man. I like your beats. I like your music, man. Let's work, And like I say, it took a little minute, you know what I'm saying? We fell out of touch for a while,
Yeah.
Life be lifing,
Life be
shoot.
real than a mother.
Everybody be having things going on, But
Sure.
one thing I knew was I was like, man, he hard. I was like, eventually we gonna link back up and we gonna make this stuff work. Like we gonna put something together. You know what I'm saying? Like that was on my mind to make sure that if nothing else happened, that me and him was gonna put a project together. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, sure.
shoot, we started tapping back in. You know what I'm saying? He tap in with me, I tap in with him, and shoot, here we is.
Here
you
we
know what
are,
I'm saying?
man.
We
You know what I'm
making it
saying?
work, man. We got a lot going right now.
Yeah,
You'd be
real talk.
surprised what you're gonna hear after
After
this
today,
interview,
yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. For sure, though.
When did you really start taking it serious and investing in it and doing what you do with the music?
I think I was more like my middle school years and going into high school. I think I was still too much focused on the streets and doing too much, bullshit. I wasn't my mind wasn't there, so I was still kind of lost, you know what I'm saying? But I still was, everybody that I was dealing with in the streets was doing music, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really just focused on doing it serious. I was still kind of learning the game, you know what I'm saying? I was still being around people and, just figuring out how it went,
Right.
And I think I more started out to doing mixtape beats, even though I was, musically inclined and all that stuff. I was taking, I had a computer, had all the recording stuff, and I would take beats that I like to listen to, certain artists that I was listening to. I go to the end of they songs or the beginning of their songs where they had a little, 8 seconds, 10 seconds or whatever, and I would snip it and then I would
Loop it.
repeat. I would loop it,
Loop it,
and it
yeah.
would go off in there and record.
Right.
You know, and you know, like even before that, you know, we used to do stuff like, you know, I had my partners and stuff that you know, we always did music. We did it for fun. We wasn't really being serious about it, but we did it for fun. So we used to rap over beats,
Right.
you know, and that's just sitting there at the job. Like we had a job or we at school or whatever before school, you know, we sitting there doing our little thing, you know, getting right, doing shit that we wasn't supposed to do before school. You know, we get to feeling ourselves and
Right.
should we be sitting in the car and the music playing, we get to just freestyling. You know what I'm saying? Just freestyling over beats. So, you know, it came to where we started getting, you know, we had the boom boxes, the little tape recorders and stuff. And we'll get a tape, put the tape in and press record and play the music in the background. And we'll freestyle for about an hour, 2 hours, you know, and just go back and listen to it. We thought we was the shit back then. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, shit, I didn't even want to listen to nobody else's stuff. After that, I was just like, nigga, we it.
This is
Yeah, we it. So, you know, so we started, once I finally started hearing myself on tape, it changed it. Like after I actually could go back and listen to it, you know, you don't really know what you sound like while you sitting there doing it on an everyday basis, just rapping. But once I finally could hear myself on tape, I'm like, man, I need to do this.
You know something I know about you? You can change yours up. You have various sounds.
Man.
Every time it's like we get to listen to some of the songs, they be like, "Who is that?" I was like,
Same dude.
"That's Hunid." They're like, "Who is that?"
Yes, I feel the same way.
That's Hunid.
I feel the same way about
You
it.
know,
Though. I just told him this outside.
Yeah.
I just told him
you
I'm
know,
mad.
Honestly, man, when I first started rapping, I didn't like my voice. You know, it wasn't something that I was just like, all right, that's cool, I can rap, but I didn't like the way I sounded. So I started playing with my voice a little bit. You know, that all comes from different people that I was listening to at the time, you know, and I'm like, you know, so I started looking at that like, man, hold on, man, how is they sounding so good? Because, you know, I'll be around people and some people sound like they self, you know, when they talk and they sound like they self on mic. Some people don't sound nothing like they talk.
No, they don't.
You know, so I started like, man, let me start playing with my voice. Like, let me figure this out. So, man, I just kept doing that. You know, for a long time I did it. You know, I started out, you know, doing music. You know, me and BMO. You know, we did things. You know, Soldier Flow. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, I learned a lot from them, you know what I'm saying? Just watching how they was doing things. They was older than me, you know, they had a lot of stuff going on, and you know, I came across a lot of other people, built a lot of other relationships behind that. And then, you know, it's just like after that, you know, I just was like, man, I sound way different from everybody else. I still sounded young. You know, I didn't sound like I was supposed to be doing it. I could rap. You know, I could make words rhyme, but I didn't sound like everybody else. So I'm like, man, you know, I wasn't trying to just sound like nobody else, but I was like, man, my voice is just, it ain't there yet. So I gotta, it sounded like I was basically talking to people, you know, while I was rapping. I had a style, but I was just talking. I didn't really, you know, have my thing going. So, man, you know, I just kind of played with my voice, and you know, finally started recording myself, and I was able to start learning how to mix and you know, do stuff like that. You know, shout out to Matt Leone and Miles. You know, they did a lot, you know, for me as far as teaching me how to mix and do things like that. You know, just, you know, even with the beats, you know, they taught me a lot, you know, so
My bad, but long live Matt though, by the way.
man, for real, rest in peace, Matt Leone, man. For real, man. He's
got big respect.
He's a great
that's the
actor.
guy.
He's definitely a legend, man. He done did
dog.
so much for this town, man. I respect him a lot, you know what I'm saying? But
Big respect, man.
yeah,
Rest in
man,
peace, brother.
Hey, like I say, I came from the dirt with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We started all this music stuff together.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that we doing to this day. You know, we started all that together and we built with each other. You know what I'm saying? So we learned from each other. You know,
Right.
it wasn't just I was learning from them. They learned stuff from me. Like, you know, like it was mutual, you know, everything. So but yeah, man, I got a chance to actually hear myself with somebody putting a little something behind my voice and making it sound a little different other than me hearing it on a tape that I'm recording. It ain't mixed down or nothing. So, you know, I just started playing with my voice a little bit, and you know, it took me a while. Shoot, I think when I finally got to the point that I was satisfied with the way I sounded on music,
Yeah.
shoot, it was probably like about 10 years ago. You know, once I got that, you know, I was around a lot of people that I'm close to, and they was like, that's it. That's you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's you. And, you know, right before that, when we did the ATM album, you know, I kind of was testing out my voice on another level. And, you know, everybody, they liked that, but it still, to me, didn't feel like I liked it as much. So, you know, once I played with that, we did that album, and that went out, and then I started messing with my voice a little bit more. I was like, nah, this is it. Hey, this is me. This is where it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I've been rocking with it, man, and I've been trying to, like I say, you know, life be lifing. You know, I be doing the music, but you know, sometimes you know you gotta handle life. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, kids and jobs, stress, and everything else you got going on. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that. You know, I got a lot of people that reach out to me and they be like, man, I need some beats, man. I need 100 Wayz beat. I need this. I need that. And, you know, I be wanting to reach out to everybody and I want to produce for everybody. But sometimes, you know, they don't get it and they might think that you bullshitting just because you can't get to them on their time. But it's
a lot of that, though.
They got to understand,
it's a lot of that.
I mean, they got to understand, like, I mean, everybody go through stuff. So, you know, just like for instance, me and you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to link up for a while. We done talked on the phone. We done kept in contact.
Since way last year or something.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
every time that we might try to link up, it might not happen because we both have stuff going on. You over there taking care of your kids, man. You got your kids full time. Yeah. I'll be over here taking care of my kids, you know, and you know,
working
between
bills,
my jobs and
then, you know, I'm on probation, so I can't even you feel what I'm saying? So I didn't basically put myself in a free world penitentiary mind until I get up out of here.
It's probably something they didn't know about y'all, how y'all great fathers, you know.
A lot of people don't understand that. We do all this stuff,
right?
But they gotta understand, man, we take a lot away from our kids trying to do it sometimes. Yeah. You know, like that could be time we sitting here spending with our kids, but we go out and do other things to try to make life work.
Not only that, but they so used to us being there that when we gone, we got to make it worth the while. Because it's like, you know, they support us too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Like when I just told my daughter, I'm like, I'm finna go to the studio with Uncle Honey. You finna go make some new songs? Yeah, Daddy, good job.
Yeah, she wants you to
go make some. Yeah. They would. I mean, you know, of course they home alone, so you feel me. They old enough though, but you know, they you know what I'm saying. Man. Every time, man, my kids is like really my biggest fans for real. It's not to interrupt the homie, you know what I'm saying. But like, we touching on kids. That's a touchy subject to me.
Yeah, that people gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, we taking away from what we could be doing with them to come out here and do stuff for everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
And that's from experience of active fathers. Let me look at the camera. Active fathers. We ain't talking about y'all avoiding y'all responsibilities and all that. We talking about hands-on, never missing a beat. Every assembly, every school lunch, every homework, all that.
Hey,
the whole entire
this
everything.
is only because everything is taken care of at home.
Right.
That's the only reason we able to do this.
Right. That's the only reason we even outside right now, because they straight. They done ate, they cool, we done went to church. You
everything. I like to hear that
Real
because of
Yeah.
the stereotype about black fathers, man, and y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all, they promote that, but this is what they need to big up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they
And
don't-
then
they don't-
y'all not very, you know, these y'all young fellas. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
To really they deadbeats and all of this, like, but y'all active
Right.
in y'all kids' life and stuff like that. I know Ace personally, but then when I
To me,
heard
to
those
me,
stories,
to me, my not to cut you off, OG, my bad, but to me, a deadbeat is just a dude who got the opportunity and just don't take it.
mm,
That's to me.
yeah, 'cause
You know
your
what I'm saying? 'Cause it's
situation
like
is
you got-
different than a lot of
Right,
a
yeah.
lot of people,
Unfortunately,
like what you just
yeah.
you know, we was talking about, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of my baby mamas, man, rest in peace, Mia Rose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Was murdered and stuff, man, a couple years back. And
Rest in
we
peace.
had 2 kids together.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So immediately, like the third day after it happened, I was down there, like, meeting with they granny and my dad and his wife. You know what I'm saying? And telling everybody, like, yeah, I'm coming to do that.
it's mine.
And I wasn't even in a position. You know what I'm saying? At the time that happened to her, I was fighting the case still. I was on bond. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It was real rough. It was different. I didn't know if I was going to go to the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So, but I still had to do that. And at the time, in the relationship I was in at the time, it was kind of already like on some, fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. I'm down by 5. It's going to be over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I in the midst of all of that, though, I was like, I got to go get him.
Right.
Because I'm like, and then me and my baby mama, we had a talk before she passed away, though. And in the aspect of her probably possibly going to prison, because she was on the case too. Something different,
Right.
real serious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah. So the talk we had was like, hey, in case I go to here and do this, whoop, I want my kids to be with their daddy.
It's real.
Because I know what person you is, and I know what type of heart you got, and quite frankly, under my people's care, look how I turned out.
Yeah.
Not to just put too much on the conversation, but yeah, it was basically like on some, hey, if something happened to me, I want my kids to be with their daddy.
Right.
Straight up. Like,
It's quality of character right
yeah,
there.
and I went, and my uncle was in the car, you know what I'm saying, when she called me, you know what I'm saying, and told me that, and a couple days later, yeah, that happened, you know what I'm saying.
All right, so just coming from me to you, and both of our experiences being the same, do you think that situation changed you?
Yeah, absolutely, man, because my baby mama was a quote-unquote, she was a gangster. You know what I'm saying? And she was on the path of wanting to get her life right before that even happened, before she got caught up in a situation that ended up being the replica effect of her losing her life. You get what I'm saying? She was in the midst of trying to, she was finna start her clothing company and all of that. And I, me and my cousin Calico, shout out Cali, we was doing shirts at the time. So she was asking me like, hey, what equipment y'all using over there? And I asked Callie to send me a list of everything he had, and I sent it to her. You know what I'm saying? And she went and got everything. So after she passed, and I went and helped her mom and them, you know what I'm saying, in her house, clean the crib out or whatever. I seen that she had ordered everything I told her to.
Right.
Everything. So yeah, it changed me a lot, because it also took choices that I would have made had I known my kids would be straight no matter what, away from me.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, now I can't do what I would have did had I known they would have been straight if something happened to me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
You had to tread a little different.
Yeah, man, and my support system sucked. You know what I'm saying? And
Man, I hate to hear that.
yeah, man, it was something that I just put God first and was like, I know what I need to do, and I gotta honor my nigga. That was my baby mama. Whether we was 90% cool or not, we still went half of them kids, and I'm the other half. And it's like, they mama had him full time, whether she did what she did with him or not. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me for the judge. So I had to go grab him.
Before that happened, did you have music out? Like
Oh
CDs?
man, yeah, I was actually you know what I'm saying, actually a couple years before that happened, I was, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be signing with X-Rated. Shout out X-Rated, you know what I'm saying, the Block Star Revolution. I was supposed to be signing with them. I was out there for a couple months.
Yeah.
Me personally, I just felt like X was fresh home, man. A dude doing 26 years, getting locked up when he's 17, getting convicted at 21, doing 26 years in the yard, and coming home, and you got so many things, you know what I'm saying? And I just felt like it was kind of,
He got to get off his
yeah,
chest first.
You
Think
know
it sound like he gonna concentrate on him.
Yeah.
Like more. Not saying no disrespect, X. No,
no, it's never no. He know it's love, man.
but
Whether
see,
we
saying that you needed he wanted some light too, but it's gonna be a lot of light on him at that time.
It's just what we talked about and what I expected to happen. You know, man. Shout out to all them dudes over there, man. That whole platoon over there, that whole era of music. You know, from the X-Raiders to the Sebos to the Lynches to the Spice Ones, Marvelous. You know, so on and so forth out there. It really was like that's like a dude playing basketball his whole life, and then Michael Jordan personally inviting him to a Michael Jordan camp.
Yeah,
that's how I felt. Right. So you gotta understand what I expected. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and then you gotta think the people who bump the same thing I'm bumping, and who support me and everything. We like, oh, this it. Like my boy out of here. When they seen me packing the bag, they was like, it's real. X sent me some cheese to grab a couple duffel bags. Cause I was on the.
It was real.
Yeah, it was real at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, cuz I ain't got no luggage. He like, shit, bro, go here. I'm finna send you $100-some. Go get a duffel bag from sports store or some shit. Yeah, but bring your ass.
Right.
He was serious about that. You know what I'm saying? Because he had been watching me go viral a couple times, and this is back when Instagram you can only do the 59-second videos.
Right.
You couldn't do no reels. You know what I'm saying? So I was still doing 15,000, 10,000, 22,000 views on that, and only had like 4,000, 3,000 followers.
Yeah. And so did that let you know that you was really talented and you had it?
Like I said, man, I knew back then, not to just be conceited or cocky and nothing, but I knew back then because we was kind of doing the same thing everybody else was doing, but it was the way we was sounding, and then we was out there actually doing that.
Right.
So I that buzz that we had when we was kids, I carried that until the possibility of, man, if I get focused, I probably can do some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, even though my brother, like I told y'all, the origin of him forcing me to do that by messing with me all the time, I still grew a passion for it over the years. And I started getting picky about what I rapped on, what I rapped about, how I sounded when I rapped. Like bro was saying, he's trying to find his voice. I was doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And we was also rapping on mixtape beats and, you know what I'm saying, doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of great artists came from that era, bro, because that's what was going on. Lil Wayne had the shit on fire. You get what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, and I think I can speak for everybody who was downloading beats off LimeWire and who come from that era. You know what I'm saying? When Lil Wayne was doing it, he had us all messed up. All the locals that was young freaks, we was like, we finna, man, watch this, got this on. You know what I'm saying? But then we start getting the Jeezys and the Gucci's and you get what I'm saying?
Right.
In the party music and the snap era and the lean with it, rock with it and all that. So all that fighting stuff kind of went out the window a little bit. You got to start really being a star.
Changing up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I can say, man, I always kind of knew, as long as I can stay relevant and get hit with time, I'm gonna make it, because I know what I talk about is substance.
So when did you start recognizing that you real lyrical? You know what I'm saying?
My whole life, because that's how my brother was.
Where you stand out.
When I first started rapping, because my brother was like that. He was real. Like I said, Smack TV was like
Smack. They used to. That's the battles and stuff.
Yeah, like, man. Shout out Smack, man. The URL now it's URL, but I'm talking about back when Nicki Minaj was on there before she got signed with Cash Money. We talking about Reed Dollars. We talking about people like Murder Mook and Loaded Lutz and all that. You know what I'm saying? Back when they was young though, young and hungry and greedy, and they on rooftops and fucking shoe stores, and you know what I'm saying? And his DVDs are just different battles. You remember y'all remember Ghetto Bras and Ghetto Fights and all that stuff like that? It was like that. Hoods to Hoods and all that, right? But it was like that, but it was rapping. It was just greedy, grimy, just you know what I'm saying? So that made me like, oh, if I'm gonna rap, I gotta come with some shit. You know what I'm saying?
So right now, I just want some honesty from you right now.
Sure.
Do you still feel like it's a lot of people that got that passion like they used to have?
Yeah,
like
we just
that?
got overlooked by Percocets and drugs and people glorifying the shit that come with having chains and cars and money.
I know
we just got overshadowed. You know what I'm saying?
What I've been seeing is like when they do the drill, and the youngsters is serious about that drill. Just like they'd rather like diss each other, like
some of them.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna say all of them.
You
but
feel me?
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm noticing like the older days, like you saying that because they still got the battle raps and stuff like that. But now when I hear them, they gonna talk about these niggas.
Like I was telling my bro, like I was telling Hunid Wayz outside. We finna separate the artists from the rappers.
See,
Them is rappers.
Okay, that's what I'm talking.
Everybody who get on here with that same shit, that drill, that, you know what I'm saying? I hit that little bitch and the do and then all that, I get the 30 and I shoot the 20,
The
50
cadence.
times. The cadence, the beat selection, the topics, the videos, everything. It's $5,000 in 20s and 2 ratchet hoes from down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no substance. Everybody get high, hit the studio,
that's
got a
what I
little
was
money
talking
to,
about. Yeah.
get a little money to you know, or got somebody behind them and invested them and think it's gonna, you know, and people don't realize they paying to do this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So the people who still out here like me, Hunid Wayz, you know, my boy 30 who just walked in, other people, we always gonna keep that passion because talent gonna always overrule. Watch. Because when they done with them drugs and all that extra shit and killing everybody, this substance still gonna matter.
Right.
How you think we can? Hey, look, I was just finna say, how do you think we listen to Dear Mama today?
Yeah.
Pac made that a few years before he passed away. He wasn't even with Death Row when he made that song.
Right.
So it's like you gotta think.
And
We got DMX was Slipping. When Slipping come out?
What was Tears?
Say So Many Tears.
Tears, so many tears.
But
That album
DMX too though.
Yeah,
Slipping.
yeah.
Look, think about what he was rapping about with Slipping.
Get
Think
up.
about his lyrics and Slipping.
Right.
You know how many people going through that right now? You know how many
Yes.
orphans they got right now? You know how many people that got getting into it with their mamas at young ages right now, getting
Yes.
kicked out on the streets right now?
Your words that you choose, the passion.
It's passion,
You know
bro.
how many? I don't hear that. Like,
Passion,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying?
It ain't gonna when it's in you, it's in you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it
it's
ain't gonna never go away.
Right.
It's just we got overshadowed because unfortunately, like the homie say, we dealing with real life.
Right.
So we ain't got the 45,000 and 4,500 to go over here and shoot this video. And then, you know, these dudes and got so pricey. You got a dude who probably been doing beats for like, you know what I'm saying, $100 or something like that for a while. And then do one famous dude or one locally famous
And
dude
then
that has
he-
a song with the famous dude. And now he wants
it's
700 for a beat.
Yeah.
You ain't, that song ain't even go gold. You trying to tax all my money? I'm really gritting and working and saving and you know what I'm saying, pawning jewelry and pawning stuff with my money to get by. So if I want to spend it right, if I'm gonna spend it right,
Yeah, you gotta go along.
yeah, these dudes didn't turn it into a fad, man, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't turn music into a fad. They didn't turn it into a popularity contest, and you can't really be notified unless you either rapping about some shit, being gimmicky, or fitting the trend. And I feel like that's where we got them beat because they gotta run out.
Right.
Y'all gotta get help for that. We wake up in the morning and can make a hit right now. We was just freestyling outside. We can make a hit right now off the top of the head with no beat right now. They can't do that with $45,000 behind them, a label behind them.
Right.
They can only get in front of people, but they can't keep them. You get what I'm saying? When you got passion, we gonna keep them. We just got if people like me and bro and you, and if we had the same resources or the same opportunity to jump in front of these same stages and these same people.
Right.
My granny always told me, well, there's 10 people that don't like something, there's 20 people that like something else.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's gonna always be somebody who can use what we got. And as long as they doing it, look at Lil Russell, perfect example.
Yes. And that's one your
Perfect example though.
right there.
Yeah, long live the homie. Perfect example.
See, and that's how me and Hunid
You feel me?
ran into each other.
Right,
From passion.
right.
And then me and him.
So me and him, man, that was
Yeah.
just man production. We freestyling
Yeah.
on 10 years ago.
I was like, Ace, I'll pay you.
Did you hear
You know what
me?
I'm saying? Come on over here. And
Hey.
then he noticed how I felt about it.
Right.
And he was like, fuck all that. Let's knock something out.
But why?
together.
But why? Passion.
Yeah, it was
The money don't never
Yeah, it
matter.
wasn't, yeah, the money didn't matter.
We don't care about that.
Yeah.
These dudes is on that.
Yeah,
They done
yeah.
made that a thing.
Right.
So it's like if we wearing a sweatsuit and the dude got on some Gucci, they gonna listen to this nigga first, and he
Right.
might suck.
Right.
But the dude that got on a sweatsuit
Yeah.
is the next Eminem or the next.
See, they ain't know that we done made these.
You come on, man. Come on, man. Black Wall Street. I said, man, you gotta go. You gotta come on with it, man.
Yeah.
We do it all. We just outnumbered. That's all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as a real one and a dude that really got, love and passion for this shit, we just faded back. I'm speaking for all the real niggas that I know that feel the same just like I feel.
Right.
We just let them have it. We too outnumbered.
Yeah.
We 7 deep.
So
We 7 deep. Let's say we 7 deep. You go in the club, there's 30 motherfuckers that's doing the same thing. Everybody gonna look at the 30 niggas.
they're gonna tell you if it's 100 people and it's 10 real ones, and then 90 followers.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? And they gonna follow the crowd. You know what
Because
I'm saying?
they like, oh, these niggas like they got their shit together.
Yeah.
They all come in here
Right.
like the whoop de whoop de damn, but
Or-
yet they
or
all
cater to the
suck.
dumb shit.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all. So that's all that happens.
substance.
Yeah, that's all that happens, man. Substance gonna outrule everything. Passion gonna always be your ticket, no matter what. Your face card,
Yeah.
your jacket, and your passion is what's gonna keep you alive.
It's like concrete just don't stand the test of time.
Come on,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? That might be a fad or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't snapping no more.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
nah.
saying? But real shit still cracking. You know what I'm
No
saying?
matter what you do, cause look, you can listen to 70 snap songs and then they play.
Yeah.
I used to shine like this in every fucking club. That ain't no club song. That nigga was really talking about his life.
Yeah, right.
You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's so real, you can't. You gotta turn it into a
Can't
club.
dismiss it. You can't
You got
dismiss
to.
it. It's gonna-
You can't.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you can be all that snap, my finger snap shit.
Yeah.
But when somebody get in there and rap that real activity,
Oh,
it's gonna always
Hey.
hit them. Especially if you're a dude that's speaking on the shit that these niggas don't speak on. They don't go into depth.
mm.
They talk about, oh yeah, gangbang this, shoot 'em up that, right? But they don't talk about them nightmares, nigga. They don't talk about running into somebody kinfolk that you was involved. You get what I'm saying? In the realization that come with that, well, whatever the how you say that word, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't get deep. When you hear niggas like 30, when you hear niggas like Hunid Wayz, when you hear niggas like me, and other 100 more motherfuckers that's overlooked,
Yeah.
that's what you get. You get the real raw and uncut about it. That's why my label is Raw and Uncut Music. You know what
Raw
I'm saying?
and
Because you
Uncut
gonna
Music.
get the shit straight how you're supposed to get it. I don't care if it don't make you feel good. It ain't supposed to stroke your ego.
Oh.
It's supposed to let you know it come with this. This is the real.
Hey, see, you start flowing right now. And
You feel me?
Man, tell them where to find you, though.
Man, I'm
So they
at
can find it,
Instagram,
bro.
man.
God.
I'm strictly on Instagram for right now, man. Dololoco60_. Strictly Instagram. I don't do all the social media. You want to get with me, you can get with me directly through there. And then we can take it from there. You know what I'm saying? My page is public. Feel free to go check out the mic drop. Shout out Mr. Villain. Go get you a grit cipher if you ever in Tulsa,
Yeah.
Oklahoma, man. You know what I'm saying? Or come stop by the homie 9mm, man. Come get you a podcast. Tell your story.
Blessings
You know,
and
you know what I'm
lessons.
saying? Blessings and lessons, man. That's what it's all about for real.
And I ain't gonna lie, boy. Today I heard you. Ace, I know who you need. You need to find this nigga Dololoco.
I'll never forget when y'all called me.
Yeah, we
man.
called you
I'm
that
like,
night.
Y'all called me that night, man. Niggas was live, man. It was like, hey, man, we trying to get you in here, man.
Right,
You need to get in this.
immediately.
Man,
I
for
said,
real.
this nigga snapping, man.
But like I said, man, he just walked in. He ain't on camera, but shout out Young 30, bro.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
listen, bro was the first nigga to ever like come on over here when I moved here. When I moved here, he was the first one to like come to my house. And I ain't gonna lie, a couple of his homies wasn't feeling me. You know, we from two different sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they kept it. Some of them kept it respectful. And
Yeah.
bro invited me to his crib.
Right.
We been locked in ever since then. That's my real brother. I fuck with his big brother. 13 years, free big 30. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like it get
right.
that deep. I just seen his brother without him, and I
Yeah.
get super love. And you know that's a dude that don't fuck with nobody like that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Right.
you feel me? Like it get real, bro. It's like real recognize real, man, and that's something you can't never fake, man.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And it's been nothing but love since I came to this place.
His talent got me and him together.
You get what I'm saying?
30 did, yeah.
You get come on, man.
We was young KO then.
Yeah.
Knock your ass out.
Hey, you know what's crazy? My homies was a part of a clique called Knocking Niggas Out in high school.
Yeah.
They was called KNO.
Yeah, we was
That's
cool.
crazy.
Then me and Ace, you know what I'm saying? And me and Ace, it just was so real. That on me and him, the genuine and passionate person, this nigga had the key to my house. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even there. I'm in a whole nother city, and I'm like, here, man, you do whatever.
And I bet it's a lot of rap ass niggas like, what? Hell no. Y'all, when it's real, man.
It's real.
We ain't got to do all that sucker. You know what I'm
No,
saying? That's why we
no.
know it's you know what I'm
No.
saying? Come on,
Man.
man.
Hey, as you say, nigga, greatness. Nigga.
Greatness, man.
There was a lot of greatness came out your house.
Come
man.
on, man.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
was blessed to be there, man.
And I just, me and him, we just took like fish through the water. You know what I'm saying? What you got on this? I got a beat machine. What kind of beats we need? What kind of mic we need? What we got to do? And then and still to this day, look, we still on the same page. And we had our first argument after 5-6 years and stuff like that. But just it's
brothers, man.
Yes, always love.
We gonna do that. We men and we ain't no hoes, man. If you don't come in over here if you're cotton.
Right. And
you feel
know
me?
what I'm saying? It's still good. Like we never had a disagreement or nothing and at all. Listen, sometimes I even need to be, you know what I'm saying,
as a man
about something.
As
you know
a
what I'm
man.
saying? And
Sure.
he was like, hey man, we in this. And I'm like, you know what? My bad. I love you. That's
That's real.
Whatever the fuck.
That's real. And that's what's but that's what's overshadowed, OG.
Yeah.
But as long as we living like that, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna forever live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we putting in these music. That's what we putting in this music. That's what we putting on these beats. That's what we putting on everything we put ourselves in. Even when it comes to the clothes, we ain't just thinking about what look tight to us.
Right.
We thinking about what's gonna sell.
Yeah. Sometimes we make no goddamn money.
Yup. Yeah. You're not gonna do it, bro.
We might just pay some bills.
You feel me? Hey, man, sometimes we didn't. I said it in one of my songs, man. We didn't hit so many licks. Sometimes we ain't even get nothing.
Right.
We kicking those for nothing.
Right. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Going there, niggas got ashtrays. We ain't getting nothing out of here. You know what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
I love this circle, man. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Even when the waters get rough, you know what I'm saying? It's just always good to look over there and see your partner and you like, nigga, I'm here.
I'm here, homie.
I'm here.
I'm here.
And that's some real shit, man.
Real
And
talk.
I love the passion, man, that y'all got. And then when you be around, like, they got stereotypes about not the great fathers, the men, still, no matter whatever, and whatever we doing, you still take care of your kids and then come over here or wherever we at and still put in some more work. You know what I'm saying? I got a song said, take all that you got, then some you don't.
Hello.
Prosper in this game to get what you want.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello. And it's like that too, because it's like, I'm pretty sure we all got examples on how to be good fathers based off giving what we always wanted.
Right.
You got to give what you would have wanted. So it's like, we take the mistakes that, or, you know what I'm saying, the things that we didn't get from men that led us to, and that's why a lot of dudes, man, young men, if you notice, man, a lot of real dudes who didn't have a father growing up or didn't have as much active father growing up, they got influenced by dudes in the streets from them letting them do them, never judging them, always telling them the real when they keep it real with them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Some shit you get from your uncle, your big brother, or something like that. But you getting that from a nigga that sell dope up the street or that gang bang hard and he a killer. But he got enough sense to sit there and be like, hey, little homie, you get what I'm saying? So that's what we fall into. And it's like people, we not trying to be American gangsters, super tough.
Right.
But them dudes, that's how you can tell who real men is.
Right.
They just made their bed and they gonna lay in it.
I always say, nigga, I did this. You ain't got to do it.
You ain't got. Hey, I told my little cousin, man, at his daddy funeral. You know what I'm saying? When before he started tripping, I told him because I just lost my little cousin a year after my baby mama got murdered in the same month.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying? So at the funeral, I told his son. He only had one son. He got one son, and I told him like, hey, cuz it ain't no room for you. You know, like you ain't gotta even do that. You come from a whole family platoon of. You just say our name if you in some shit, bro. You all right.
You good. Yeah.
Not saying like we just the biggest, baddest, but we some of them, though. Yeah, we ain't the biggest, baddest ones, but we out there. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, cuz you ain't got to do that, bro. I know this time, like I told him, I'm going to be for you like I am for my kids. You feel me? Like you going to get there. You a teenager and you just lost your daddy. Right. You know, what's funny is your daddy was a teenager and lost his daddy. Everybody, a lot of people know who Bam Trey was out here. You get what I'm saying? That's my little cousin. That was his daddy.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? So it was like I told him the same thing. Like, bro, your daddy was a teenager when he lost his daddy, so you got to rewrite the shit. It ain't no room for you.
Break the cycle.
It ain't no room.
Right.
Y'all niggas got too many cameras, too many snitches, too many busters, too many frail niggas. You can't be gangsta out here, bro.
And too many.
It's over. You can't do it. It ain't no room. Nigga, go to school, get the hoes, get the bread, and chill out. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna do anything, man.
Up now,
man. Like it ain't no room. It ain't no room, bro.
When you drive down the street and see little blue lights and shit all on the pole, and not just at the street lights. They want to know where you coming across in the hood and everything, or all the ring cameras and all of that. They once the shit hit the block and the shots fired, and everybody leave. They go house to house looking at ring cameras,
and they gonna go on and on because you got dedicated people who ain't gonna stop until they get to the bottom of some shit.
Yeah, they get paid for it.
Come on, man.
You get paid.
It's their job. I'm going to work. I got a case to solve. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, man.
They getting paid to watch you,
for real. It ain't no
now
wrong.
they gotta have a drone sitting
Real
up there.
talk.
You ain't even got
I got a kinfolk that got caught way out of town by a drone.
Yeah, it's all.
This nigga trying to hide with the Mexicans, you know, the dudes, the people. Hey man, I need one painter, two painters. He trying to hide in the group with them. They done flew down there and identified that dude. Caught him way out there.
Facial recognition.
Man, it's crazy. You know
So
what I'm saying?
you
So it ain't
put
no
that
wrong.
in your music, man.
I put everything in
They
there.
done tell you.
It's all in there. It's all in
wrote
there.
your life in the pen and pad.
Everything, man. I got a book. I started the summary on it, and I wrote like maybe a couple. Because my brother, he wrote like a few books. He inspired me to do that. Shout out my brother Doc. You feel me? He wrote like, but they not published or anything. You know what I'm saying? But he read them to me, or he'll send me the scripts when he write them. I'll be like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? From where we come from, my brother can get that in depth on trying to, you know, get detailed on telling it. And it's some of them, he got a book based off us that's kind of like some XXX/ninjas looking type shit. And then he got one with like some animals, but they like G's and you get what I'm saying? But it's, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of cool. It's like Biker Mice from Mars. Y'all remember that cartoons? Real throwback. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all some Bob the Builder kids. We talking about the real cartoons, but, you know, gargoyles and all that. You know what I'm saying? Back in them days, it's kind of like that. He got a book he wrote kind of like that with some non-fictional characters that got powers and stuff. And I'm like, just reading how he critique it like that. And it's my brother. This was a dude that was way more gangster I ever could have been.
So he painted a picture in your mind.
Man,
so
and it inspired me to talk about my story. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, man, you know, I was saved by a dude who died 6 months after he stopped my mama from getting an abortion. So I wasn't even never supposed to be nothing. My mama went behind his back and was gonna go do it, but she couldn't find her Medicaid card.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm here.
And how many albums you got that you done wrote?
Officially, man, I had dropped a couple albums back in 2020 and 2022. You know what I'm saying? I had the Self-Construction album right now, and I had the Life After Bullshit album, and I had like a couple singles. They all on Apple Music still, but I didn't pay my DistroKid shit because I was just in jail last year over some pistol shit or whatever. And I didn't get to pay my DistroKid, and then I've been finding new methods to drop my music on different ways to make more money off of it versus DistroKid, so I just haven't reactivated it. I was thinking about doing that and then just dropping the new stuff in the new way. That way people can still have the old stuff that they like.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pay it. It's only $89. I'll pay it. But for right now, I'm trying to.
And what's all on the DistroKid? What you got?
Life After Bullshit. That's an album. The Self-Construction EP. That's an album. It got 6 tracks on it. Life After Bullshit got 12. And then I got a couple like 3 or 4 singles on there. That's on Apple Music. That's it.
What's that song you did on with the Grit and Go Cypher?
Yeah, that ain't out yet. That's called Grit, man. Getting Rich in Traffic. Yeah, that ain't out yet. And you know, a lot of everything on my page is not out. So please do not go to my page thinking, oh, what's this song called? It ain't out. That's what it's called.
So they gotta ride around bumping your page.
Yeah, they gotta go to the page, man. Gotta share it and get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? For right now. But all that is on the way. My next album I'm finna do is called Grit or Rap.
Grit or Rap?
Grit or Rap.
Grit or Rap.
Yeah. And it got, I think, like 16 cuts on there. I still got some features I want to do, 30. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, before I officially drop it, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's what I got out right now, and that's what they can check out.
Stay grinding. Ace, and what you got going on? We tried to share your stuff on Facebook the other day when you was doing album shop. I had to go on there and beg.
He posted one the other night. I said, hey,
yeah,
man,
I need in on that.
I'm not even a big social media person, so you know, if I do post something, you'll see me post something very rarely.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't be know when I post it. When she said, "Hey, make it where we can share it," I felt like an old ass nigga. I was like, "How do I do that?" I had to go look. I was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta make it public. Oh, okay. And your friends ain't my friends,
right?
You know, so they can't see it. Okay.
I had to learn that too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm just getting back to it. You know, I had got off of social media for so many years. Yeah. So I'm just kind of getting back into social media now. You know, I don't. Like, don't nobody ever see me post nothing or do nothing. If I do, you know, shoot, hey, I'm getting it together.
Yeah, yeah, some slappers on there, man. When they feeling it like that, I was like, hey, I got to share this with the world. It ain't just for me.
I'm putting it together though. I'm gonna start getting into that. You know,
I'm on them, y'all. I'm on them.
Posting and doing a lot more, man. You know, shoot, everybody that I'm around, man, we definitely putting something together right now.
Oh, it's about to be real. It's gonna be real great, like Tommy said. It's gonna be great for sure.
Greatness in this room, man.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
I'm waiting till I can bring you out of retirement.
Oh man, you know we gotta get Miller on the track.
The legend gotta come back.
What you call him, Hunid Wayz? What? The legend. Come on, man. Stop playing.
Hey, when greatness talk about you, know y'all got me feeling some type of way.
Come on, man. Stop playing, like boy. You can't escape this.
He'll sit here and tell me, hey man, I don't even rap no more. And then guess what?
Ain't no such thing.
Hey, guess what? I come off of here and start making a slapper. He be like, oh, hey, you know what? You might go and bring me up out of it.
Hey, listen though. But the fact that he still got that reaction.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
Yeah.
Passion, bro.
Man,
passion. It's the big homie. Passion.
And I heard you flowing too. And
come on.
Yeah, man, I just love it, man. I'm like AWACS on Menace to Society. I just so much work. I just like to see y'all putting that work.
Yeah.
Man. I love it, man. And
I can dig it, man.
I'm glad y'all fellas took time out. And Ace, they can find where can they find you at, Hunid Wayz?
You know, right now I'm on Facebook. It's Adrian Hunid G, which, like I say, it's Adrian, and then HUNID GEE. That's on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram at Hunid Wayz, HUNIDWAYZ.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you fellas for pulling up on me at the Blessings to Lessons, and I know y'all got to get in there and get active, man. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate that. Much love, and y'all keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, for sure, OG. I appreciate it, man. Like a motherfucker, man. Proud of you too, though.
Thank you, brother.
You still kicking, man. You ain't fell for the okie doke.
Oh no, we still working on it
already,
and y'all already know. Be good out here, or be good at it.
Joy, the pain. They feel the same. Blessings or lessons. Joy.